G'day everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Pierre and this is Simple Home Brew. Have you ever wondered what the home brand home brew draft would be like? You know, the one with the red label. I've always gone past it in Safeway and had a look and thought, oh, should I buy one? Well, I don't have to. I have a 7-year-old one sitting on my shelf. This was given to me by Breno and Karen and I'm going to brew it today. Stick around. If you've been watching my channel, I have brewed a, what was it, a Cooper's Dark Ale. Now that's just about ready. I will be doing a tasting on that in my next video, so stick around for that one. But today, I'm going to do this concentrate, which is basically a home brand brew. Apparently it's not bad, and going to try it out, see what it's like. Hopefully it's good. So you're all watching. I've got all these cameras running at the moment, so it's really good. Got them all set up nicely, so hopefully you can see what's going on. I've got my bucket. I need to warm this product up. So I'll pop the lid off, grab the yeast that is way out of date, no doubt. So that's going to have to be discarded. It's probably been sitting in a hot shed for a long time too. It just says brewer's yeast, 5 grams. Not going to use it, it's gone. But I am going to use the tin. So the tin's got hardly any bulging, which is not too bad. Not worried too much about it. No rust spots, which really is, I'm keen to look at. So what I'll do is I'll pop that in here, pour my boiled hot water. It's about 2 litres of hot water, and I'll leave that sitting there for about 15 minutes. Okay, I'll put the rest in. It doesn't need a lot. I mean, it doesn't need to be submersed underneath. The heat in here will be enough to thin out this fluid. I have been told that older extracts are more runny as they get older, so it probably wouldn't matter if you didn't do it. So I'll pop that aside, put that over here, grab my big jug tin. I've cleaned and sanitized this. Not that I needed to, so I am working with hot water. So I'll be back. So what I need to do now, and this goes for any extract brewing, most of the time on the can it would say on the side what's recommended to use with your brew. So I'm using dextrose. Dextrose is just a fermentable brewing sugar. It'll just increase the alcohol volume. Hopefully it won't over dry it, but I think it'll be fine. What I do with this is I'll pour this into my jug, just like this. Being that it's going to be in pure hot water, it really isn't so important to get it all sanitized straight away. So look at that sugar, it's beautiful, isn't it? That's 1 kilogram of just dextrose. Now you can use maltodextrin, you can use malt, dry malt extract, DME, or you can just use dextrose like I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 litre of hot water today because we have a pretty warm day today. It's about 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll pop it up there, let you know. I'm also going to add a little bit of water, another litre of water, just to help me dissolve my extract and my dextrose a bit better and make it more runny so I can pour it into my fermenter. So once I boil the kettle, I'll come back to you. So my kettle has stopped boiling. I'm now going to pour 1 litre of hot water into my jug, into my pan. It's quite hot, so I just realised it's giving me a bit of a fright actually. My bench moved because it's hot water and it expanded the wood. That was a bit scary. Anyway, here we go. So that's dissolved. Look how quickly the dextrose has dissolved. So with that, that's nicely dissolved. It's hot water, by the way. So now that's dissolved, the next thing I have to do is put in my extract. So now I will open my extract can, which I hope it smells good. This is just a initial try. You can really smell, you can see a bit of mold on the actual, you can see a bit of mold on the actual sides. There's no rust though, so it's a good thing. So I'll pull that out, it's warm. I'll get that out of the way so I don't burn myself. Anyway, so now I've done this, on top of here, you can see there's a little sticky thing. Now, a lot of times that gets in the way of most can openers, but I realise this can opener won't be affected. So, just as a precautionary factor, I'm just going to quickly spray sanitizer around that, just to be double sure. I mean, it's been sitting in hot water anyway. I just want to be double sure that there's no bacteria there. And now I am going to open the can. Here we go. Now, I normally open these upside down because in the old days we used to open them. Oh, did you hear the hiss? I must have been I'm talking too much, sorry. Oh, I can smell it too. It smells good. Absolutely brilliant. So in the old days, I used to have a deep crevice where they used to put the yeast in, but they stopped doing that in these cans. But before you used to have to do that. That was only a short time ago too. Get out, fly. Ooh, get away, fly. All right. I hope you can see that. It's kind of milky looking. Smells all right. Smells really good, actually. Smells exceptional. So we've got to pour that into here now. You ready for it? It looks okay. I know this is a bit strange. All of you know what goes on. So there you go. There's the can empty. Really got to get used to these cameras. They're all in places I don't remember putting them from last time. Okay, this is smelling really good. I'm actually quite pleased with the smell. So like I said, I'm going to put another couple of litres of water in that. Just to make it easier for me to dissolve the extract. But so. All right, 2 litres of water from my hose. I know you guys don't like it from the hose. I can tell you now I haven't had any adverse effects of my brew. I have done the research. Hoses are fine as long as you use good quality ones and food grade hose. So I'll stir this a little bit just to get the extract dissolved and off the bottom of the container. So if you have a look, we have a bit of extract caught on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that from that camera, but what I'm going to do is just keep stirring until it's all dissolved. This is smelling beautiful. It smells better than the last one, I have to say. Now this is cooled down. It is susceptible to bacteria, so I have to be quick to get it out of the air. Of course it does need aerating, but I'll just keep doing this for 5 minutes to get it stirred through. What I'll have to do now is clear out my container. Today I'm going to use my Fermzilla. It's this beauty. I'm going to pour some, I've already washed it and cleaned it. So I always clean my bits and pieces after I finish using them to rinse them out, clean them out, make them nice and clean for the next time I'm going to use it. That way when I do brewing, it's going to be so much easier just to get in there, get it done. So I have cleaned this out. It's all nice and spotless again. I do need to put a little ball and pickup tube on. So that's something I'll have to do. Just to show you too, I have yeast that I've used in my last brew that I saved. I've just taken it out of the fridge and I put it in this beacon just to warm it up, and I've added nothing to it yet. I don't think I will. I'll just keep it as that and I'll pour that in as it is. So I got my pickup tube. This pickup tube is just for my Fermzilla. It's a different length than the Fermentosaurus. The Fermentosaurus, by the way, is still a good fermenter. I'm really enjoying using it. So all I have to do is pop it on one of these ends, sanitize everything. So always make sure it's all clean, sanitized. So the lid has the end on. So all of that will be sprayed and sanitized soon. So I now have to just check that I've sealed this unit properly. Close the valve because I want to open it later. Smells all right. Smells like beer really, which is going to happen. I just need to whack some sanitizer in that I made previously. And this will sanitize my fermenter as well as check for leaks at the same time. This is the way to get it nice. So it's not leaking. Open the valve, get it through into the chamber. That's the way. So all it has to do is hold on to the sides for 30 seconds. And that now is fully sanitized internally. So the next thing I want to do is I need to clean this out. Last time I cleaned it out and filled up my jug, my big pot. Last time I did it, I filled up my big pot, poured it in there and added water and just foam everywhere. So this time I'm going to put more water in first. I know I've got about 3 to 4 litres of extract already sitting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this jug up to 17 litres using this and just water. So once I've done, I'll come back to you guys. There you go. Doesn't look like I've just peed in that. I haven't, of course. Basically, all you're seeing here is I rinsed out my tin, and a little bit of extract that was in there colorised this. So, pretty cool. What I have to do now is pop a Camden tablet in there, just to help with the chloramine and chlorine that we have in our water. Oh. You didn't see me do that. Okay. Sorry. Accidents happen. Okay, I'm going to quickly spray this down. Like I said, I'm ignoring that just happened. Because I want to just stir in that Camden tablet a little bit, just to make sure it's all nicely mixed through. Now we've got about 16 litres of water in here. There we go. So I've left that chamber on because I'm not going to do, it's just good to catch the yeast with. I left it on so I can catch the yeast. If I wanted to do a dry hop, I would have kept the chamber closed. So when I do a dry hop, I could add that in later. Okay, so that now has been swirled, sanitized, and a Camden tablet has been put in. So I need to now sanitize my funnel. Pop him in there. I will pour what I made up just before, as you guys can see over here. See if it's been stirred through. Doesn't matter, I will put more water in that anyway. Now, it's so much easier. Before I used to try and do a full jug, and I'd just make an absolute mess. So this way, I'm just going to throw it in. It's very liquefied. And it will go in nice and easy. Once I'm done, I'll tell you how much I've got left to go to make it full. And I'll just rinse a bit of water out of that. Now, where are we? Here's our measurement. 20, what's that? That's 5 litre increments, is 5, 1, 2, oh yeah, 25 there. We're at 21 litres, so we need 2 more litres to make 23 litres. All right, that's it. So it's nicely rinsed out. And we'll now pour the rest in to top it up to 23 litres. I'm going to use my tilt hydrometer in this one today. So I'm looking forward to doing that too and trying to figure out how to work that out. Still, now, it's still been very, very difficult. So I've got my tilt. My tilt is a red tilt. Used it already once, maybe twice. But I always had issues with trying to get it to give me readings on the app. So I'm going to throw it in and work on the app after I've done this, but I'm not going to show you guys, so I'm just going to work it out. And once I've worked out how to use it properly, then I'll come out and show you exactly how it all works. So I'll throw this in. Let's put that in there. So in goes the tilt, right way up. Boink. Now that will also give me a reading on what temperature is at, fairly accurately. At the moment, the sticker on the side, oh, kick the bucket. Where is it? Where the bloody hell is it? Oh, there. It says 26 degrees Celsius, which is not too bad. That's about all right to pitch your yeast. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab my yeast that's been sitting here, see it's all foamy now. I'm gonna stir it up and actually pitch it, just like that. Now this is from a previous beer I just did. So it's not even old, it's only just begun. Smells good. Okay, that is now an active yeast gone into a brew that already has sugar all the way through it. So it'll start fermenting almost immediately. So I really have to work quickly, put the lid on, get it all ready to go. Again, I'm gonna probably pop this into the house because I have, no, I'm not gonna pop it in the house. I'm gonna take the beer that I've got in the fridge out. So I'm gonna ferment this one at 20, what's a draft? I'll check out what it's meant to be fermented at. I might ferment it at about 18 degrees Celsius in this one. All right, in goes our float and a dip tube or pickup tube. Screw on the lid, just like that. I'm pressure fermenting this one, so I'm going to bring the pressure up to 20 psi. And the good thing about doing it on the floor out here at the moment is I can check to see if any leaks are going to occur. So I'll get my bottle, I'll punch it up to 20 psi. Turn the gas on. You guys can't see this, but I'm going to crank her up to 20 psi. You'll soon hear it starting to go up. Now I'm a bit wary about this, so I might just step back a little. Open the valve. In goes the gas. And that's it. We got a leak. We got a leak. Now it should be right. Wasn't tightened properly. How good's that? Tasty. Let's try and crank her up again. Okay, no leaks this time. 10 psi. Get up to 15. Still no leaks, it's awesome. Just give it a few seconds. 20. Now I'll just leave that on for a few minutes just to, I can hear leaks. Where's that come from? All right, I've got a leak again. Oh my God. See if tightening that will work. Oh, not gonna happen. Okay. That's leaking, so I'm gonna have to turn the gas off again. Empty it out. Need to figure out where the leak's coming from. Right, I can't hear it now. It must have been just expansion or something happening. I'm just going to turn it over. Just to see if there's any leaks that will come out from anywhere else. Just want to be sure, because it's leaking, it will start to drip beer out the end here. Still dripping water. Okay, I can't see any leaks in that, so I'm pretty happy. It was just making whistly sounds from expansion, so there's not leaking at all. So I'm happy about that. So we're ready to allow it to ferment. Now, all I need to do now is grab a pressure regulator. I'll crank that in. So that now, if you can see that, I've placed that on a high pressure at the moment, so I'm going to adjust it. You might not be able to see what I'm doing. I can zoom in, but I don't know how good it's going to look for you. I can adjust it until till the gas starts coming out. That means I'm pressurized at 20 psi. That's how I'm working it out. And that will sit at 20 psi until it's finished fermenting. So all I need to do now is wait. Well, I hope you guys can see all right. I've just got to put that into the fridge here. I've got some yeast still left over from that brew. That'll be used on the next one. I'll probably clean that out, make it good again. So this is coming out, going into another spot. This is a red ale that I just made from whole grains. Ow. Now I'm placing this guy in the fridge to cool it down to 18 degrees Celsius. Just like that. And that will sit there until it's finished fermenting now. I've got a little patch here that I can throw my thermometer in so I can check the temperature all the time. And somebody said to me, use a stubby holder or something like that for this. I don't care. This works really well. So I'm going to use that from now on. That's where my thermometer placed. You can see my tilt sitting there waiting to do stuff. What I have is my temperature controller here. I'm just going to set it to 18 degrees Celsius, and that's what I'm going to ferment at until the end. So set at 1, so I'll bring it back. That's it. So 18 degrees power to make sure it's sit there. I'm going to leave that sit until it finishes fermenting. So when it's finished, we'll do a taste test and see what it's like. It smells good. I think it's going to be a good one. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Look out for the taste test, it's coming up. We'll give it about 3 to 4 weeks. Cheers guys, see you soon. So that concludes that session. I hope you liked it. I hope you got something from it. I certainly did. I'm hoping this video will be great. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. See you soon. Bye.